I am now calling the business meeting to order. Welcome to the October 2024 CEC 20 business meeting. I will take attendance. Steve Stowe, yes. First Vice President John Riccatoni.
Present.
First, Second Vice President Elizabeth Chan.
Here.
Treasurer Meifang Chen. Wenming. Yenqing.
I'm here.
Hey, Yenqing. Fabiola. Fabiola, are you here?
Yes,
Sabrina?
I'm sorry. I was trying to unmute myself.
Gotcha, Fabiola. Sabrina?
Here.
Maya?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Maya. Tamara?
Here.
Kevin? Ryan Lee? Nope. Okay, thanks everyone. As usual, we have interpretation at our business meeting. You will see these interpreters in the participant lists and they will post their information in the chat. Our interpreters will now introduce themselves. Could our Arabic interpreter please introduce yourself? Arabic interpreter, can you hear me?
مساء الخير على السادة الراغبين في الاستماع على الترجمة باللغة العربية. الاتصال على الرقم 347-967-4114 وبعد ذلك إدخال الرمز 684-006-024 وبعد ذلك علامة الشباك. Arabic announcement has been completed.
Thank you. Could our Mandarin interpreter please introduce yourself?
所有在线上的人，如果需要中文翻译，请拨打347-966-4114。打完这个号码之后，麻烦打 ID 618-616-518加一个井号键。我再重申一遍，347-966-4114之后打 ID 号码618-616-518井号键。谢谢 ，Thank you.
Thank you. And could our Spanish interpreter please introduce yourself?
Buenas noches a todos. Si desea servicios de interpretación simultánea en español, por favor, marque desde su teléfono al 347-966-4114 e ingrese el número de conferencia 833-563-028, símbolo numeral. Le repito, si desea interpretación simultánea en español, por favor, marque desde su teléfono al 347-966-4114 e ingrese el código de conferencia 833-563-028, símbolo numeral. Esta información será publicada periódicamente en la casilla de diálogos. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't think we have anything on the agenda other than approving the minutes, but if there's any topics, Kevin, do you want to quickly run down?
Yeah.
Kevin and I earlier were talking about the upcoming parent leader breakfast, October 25th.
Yeah.
And Kevin's just going to share he's got some numbers back.
So mainly Fabiola and Tamara. I sent this out, we can take a look at it. It includes the cost of food and the merch. I'm gonna share my screen too, so we can all just take a look. So this is the breakdown of the price for the swag. I'll take a look at the pictures later if we need to, but just so you can see the price. Each of these is for 100 items total. So it's $383 for the bags, and the note is that there are cheaper bags available. I can look into it if we want to decide to find something else. Notebooks, the two notebook options, one has a pen and one doesn't. The one with the pens is obviously a little more. And then the water bottles, I think, are a good option regardless. They're pretty cheap for 100. And you can see the bottom here, we have the price for totals for just the swag. And then the food, the proposal is linked. I'm going to open this because it is kind of important. So this is a new. This one came in today, like during the meeting. So at around
Oh.
8. So this is even the cheaper option.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can take a look. Originally recorded around 1,300. Now we're at 1,071 after moving some other items because we are gonna have less people. So we can take a look here if anyone's.
Yeah, so like we're estimating, how many are we? Our total guest list is like 130, 135 or something, right?
Mhm.
And so just think about 135 people. We won't get everyone.
Mhm, current
We'll probably
supply.
get 80 or
Yeah.
so. So is this enough food for 80 people? And you can see here that the tray of bacon, 80 to 85 people, 4 trays of scrambled eggs, 2 trays of French toast, 1 tray of home fries, a half tray of home fries, 3 dozen bagels.
They cut in half.
Okay,
So
so
it's
that's
72.
good. 72,
Yeah.
half, yep. Yeah, this, I mean, this looks plenty to me. I mean, this looks great from my perspective. So $1,000 for the food, 1,071 for the food.
And then let me go back here.
Yeah.
And so this is estimated cost.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Mason. Yeah.
Yeah, so is the,
Do you want to go back to the
You want-
food?
yeah,
Where do we get those prices?
Sorry.
Who are the vendors?
Oh, Bagel Villa. It's close to 127. They're gonna deliver it.
Bagel Villa. It's on Fifth Avenue.
Oh,
I see in the spring water, it's 75.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we
It's
can buy,
if you guys want to buy it, but I don't know who's gonna buy it and carry it in. But it's obviously cheaper if you don't.
Can you flip back to it,
can
Kevin?
you see
Oh, yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this,
I
it is
think-
pretty expensive.
I
Yes.
think we can buy to save the money for
Mhm.
this category,
Yeah, if someone wants to volunteer. You know,
But,
that's. I'm not sure
I
if you get
think-
reimbursed.
because
How
we
does
have,
that work? Can we get reimbursed?
Can we just ask like anybody that, you know, if they have the funds just to donate? I mean, it's water. Like you could get water like really cheap at like BJ's and Costco's.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be honest, I have no problem buying it and just donating it myself. Like because I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Like a
insane.
water
Yeah, yeah.
For the small box.
That's well.
Yeah, and that's just a small one. That's ridiculous. You could get like case of 40 for like
I think we can go to the Costco, buy the lot.
yeah, or BJ's
Yeah, but it saves.
and just donate it.
300 more, you know?
And it'd be way cheaper than $74.
Yeah, we go under 1,000 if someone volunteers, but obviously no one has to. But that's an option.
I mean, if a couple of the council members want to split up who gets water and we just donate it, I don't know why we can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can go Costco buy it, but you can give me the list or how many I can.
I think just the water is fine.
Just the water.
Yeah,
Yeah, just for the water. Yeah.
To do something.
Just the water is
So
fine,
be it.
I found.
Do you
Yeah.
think all those people would drink boxes of coffee like that?
So
Big,
5 boxes of coffee. I wonder how much each one serves, and then 5
Yeah.
orange juices. But if we have 80 people,
Yeah, give that, do you mind just, was that the for part, I mean, for event, what time or when?
oh, what's this event?
Yeah, this one.
October 25th.
We're talking about the Joe bags, right, for the coffee?
And the word.
Sorry?
We're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the Joe bag.
The
Okay,
Go
the Joe
Box.
bags, yeah, serves
Go-
8 small coffees.
Yeah, isn't it like 8 to 10 or something like that, right?
It's 8 small coffees. So if we have 5 boxes, we only going to have 45 cups of
Cups
coffee.
of coffee.
I mean, not even 40.
So that's like half. So that's like half the people would be able to get coffee.
At the last event, I believe we only had 6 with the legislative breakfast. I'm gonna double check right now, but I'm pretty sure it was only 6 orders of coffee.
Did they drink all of it, Kevin?
I don't recall. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
recall.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, at the last event we had 6.
Did we have an estimate for how many cups we get out of a box? I was,
Fabiola said 8 to 10. I
okay.
can ask
So let's
The
say
vendor
Yeah,
information.
9.
ask. Yeah, because sometimes it depends on the what size they give you. Some of them could because one vendor we used, like they packed a lot of coffee in it, and like you have to understand it's hot.
Kevin,
So
you communicate to them our numbers, right? Like
Yeah, that's what I was
you-
gonna say. That I told
Yeah.
them the budget around, and I told them how many people we're gonna expect. So that's why I was kind of thinking if he offered a recommended 5 or 6, and
Yeah.
they might.
I'm
I think
good to
they took it into
go with
account.
that. I think we can. Yeah, I think we can go with what they recommend. I don't know. I don't have a good. I can't think of a good reason to change what they're recommending. I do like the idea of getting us getting the water though. That's totally. That
Yeah,
seems
the coffee, no, because that
totally.
could be like
Yeah.
spills all over and it's hot.
Right.
I think that's just dangerous.
If someone has a car and can drive to BJ's or Costco, I don't drive. I can pay for the water. I can donate the water.
Yeah, we've had a lot of. Thank you, Fabiola. We've had multiple people volunteer for the water, so maybe
Okay.
maybe just offline. We'll figure that out. That's an easy one to just. I'll send a follow-up email to the meeting and we can figure that out. Thank you, everyone who's volunteered. So go ahead. What do you have, Mei Fang? Do you have a question?
Yeah, in a 3 pints 10 cc, 1 pound butter, 1 pound Greek jelly.
What's CC stand for?
What's the cc?
Cream
stand?
cheese.
Cream cheese. Oh. Oh my God.
now I have a question. The butter that they're giving, is it hard butter or is it like going to be soft butter? Because I'll tell you, because when
know.
I've ordered stuff, the butter is always hard, and it's really hard to butter a bagel with hard butter, and that's like butter that's soft and spreadable. Because then a lot of people they don't use the
Totally
butter.
get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Should we ask them to either get it early, get it there delivered as early as we can and let it sit? Or just ask them if we can basically get whipped butter instead of
Yeah, that's smart.
instead of the little rectangular cubes.
Smart.
All right, so we'll follow up. Kevin will follow up with that. Otherwise, everything look okay?
Question, does this it also include like, would they be supplying us with plates and utensils and napkins and stuff, or is that separate?
Let me double check. Last year they did. It didn't. include
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah, that's what I was asking because they
I'm gonna
did
double
last
check.
year.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
And-
because if that's gonna be a separate
Yeah.
cost, that's ridiculous. Because if you order all this food, they should be able to supply us with like, that stuff.
Maybe let him delete the water and then put the more like first one with the French toast, something more food.
Say that again, Mei Fang. Go ahead.
I say if we can delete this one small spring water from this water, and then we can provide more food.
She wants to provide more food in
Oh,
case
yeah.
there's not enough.
Sure.
It's not enough.
So, and what would you want to do more of, Mei Fang?
I don't think we have any particular idea, but we can save the $75 and we distribute it to other items up there.
Yeah.
Coffee, maybe.
So
Yeah, there was
whichever we think we can buy more items.
right. There was a fruit tray on here.
It was 100 each.
$100 for a fruit tray. That was on what was previously on the original bid, but it's off. So
Fruit actually we can take the spring water orange juice. Take maybe spend the $50 and then put the fruit entry from that.
yeah,
Yeah, the fruit tray. I think that sounds like a good idea.
I think fruit's good to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
so-
alternative for
so we
people.
can buy
That
this
can't
one.
really eat.
But just
the-
one. Just do one of those.
Yeah,
You can only get fruit.
Yeah, so the coffee doesn't matter. It's be okay, right? So
Say that again, Mei Fang.
so the coffee is be bad, doesn't matter, but we can set this like orange juice $30 and then the spring water 75. So maybe it's 105. So we can put the food enter $100, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe we spend the 45 more dollars, $50 to buy the water and the juice. I think $50 enough for the small one. Maybe enough, or $50 to $60 for the drink.
Okay. I'm getting, and I had no idea this was going to be the conversation. Yeah, I hear you. And I hear, you know what? I think I would like, and I see people posting things in the chat too. I think maybe what we can do is, we're not making any budget decisions right now on this. We can take this offline, I think, at this point. I hear there's a lot of ideas here, and I don't, when we start talking about us buying things, I want to think carefully about that, because, so, okay, this was a good discussion. And then how about, let's go, can we just get feedback on the swag as well?
I'm going to share my screen with some of the pictures of the items. So here's a bag that we're quoted at $383. Notebook with pen quoted at $465.
And just so everyone, in case it's not obvious to everyone, what we've done here is we've had one item with each of the organizations' names on it. So there's the 3 parent organizations that will be at the breakfast, the President's Council, the Title I DPAC, and then CEC. And we've got one of these, something from each organization.
The water ball is at $181. And then this is a notebook without a pen, which is at $345.
And Kevin, can you share again the pricing?
Yeah.
So pricing on this, the bags, just get up. So John, I see John's comment here. Just get a pen. No notebook. I like the notebook. I would rather do the notebook with no pen to save a little money.
I think we've done pens so far every time.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Anyone else have any thoughts on that, John? On the notebook versus pen, both, one or the other?
I would just do a pen. $300 for a notebook and a pen. That's ridiculous. But
it's money. I agree, John. It's money. It is going toward, parent engagement, but I hear you.
Are we going to have another
breakfast?
Idea. Are we going to have enough money for another breakfast?
That's what we're going to talk about too.
Okay.
Can we not do the water bottles and just do the book?
Hey guys. Hey, I'm so sorry. We're having a hard time hearing. Some of the people online are having a hard time hearing. I'm so sorry. Is our permit up at 9? It's 8:30. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to leave.
He said he
Okay.
did 10.
Yeah, I did 10.
He said he did 10.
Permit's till 10.
Usually we have till 10. Yeah, please. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyone online? It was noisy back here and we had to. Okay, where were we?
Next year, other events, our budget is for the year right now is $3,350, and it's gonna be a little lower because we're talking about moving the water bottles, but right now we're between, I guesstimate, $1,900 to $2,100.
Yeah,
just for this event.
Yeah, and do you happen to have our budget
from last year?
Our budget this year?
Yeah, I have it. Give me one moment.
Just share that.
When's the last day that we could rearrange the budget? You said.
There's no there's like a moving day every couple of months. Something else is locked. So right now everything's still basically open. We should be good. I'm gonna get the exact dates, but I'm gonna make sure that we have the right amount of time to move if we need to move it.
Okay.
And while Kevin pulls up the budget, just to put just sort of big picture here, we're yeah. Who said that? Yeah, I'd like to chat with the principal. We almost always have meetings until 10. Yeah. I'll take any fallout. If you get in trouble, I'll take the blame, okay? It's on me. All right, let me just, I'm going to contact superintendent. He'll get the principal and we'll double check.
That's the budget.
Pull that up.
Is there any way that we could just do like the drawstring backpack with like all of our organizations on the backpack?
I don't know.
Anyone comment? I like the idea. I'm not sure.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it's for all of us, and everybody always uses a backpack. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that would probably like lower the cost a lot more.
Yeah, let's see what you say. So you want to take something else out and then just have the backpack with 3 logos?
Yeah, well, I mean, because that's the whole point of us. It's a collaboration between all of us, isn't it?
That makes sense.
Okay, where are we?
Tamara had an idea. Just one backpack with all the logos, or we could take something else out.
So do we, yeah, I mean, I like the one of each. What do you guys all think? I mean, what we should figure out first is if it is a money problem.
Yeah. Budget is.
So our budget is $3,300 for parent events. If we spend $2,000 on this one, then that gives us $1,300 or so for the spring event. There's also money in this budget. Local travel, that's that one. Member reimbursements. Yeah, then we would have to go to other members and ask them to give up money. How much was the breakfast last year?
So just
The spring
food-
breakfast?
Yeah, just the food was $13.52, and then the merchandise was.
Unless you guys just want to scrap the swag and just save it for the breakfast.
Right.
$22.56.
Okay, so thank you, Kevin. So yeah, so basically these events typically run $2,000. Our legislative breakfast was $2,000. We would need to find $1,000 from member reimbursements, either myself or other members. Right now, I'd like to try and do more rather than less. I'd like to try and do 2,000 for each event, and kind of keep us, the food and the swag, I think, is nice to have. Yes,
For each event? Yes.
that's usually what it is. Right. Oh, hold on one second. I just want to, hey, David. Okay. That's fine. Can the security agent is saying we have to get out of here. Can she speak to this? Okay.
Kevin, can we
Okay, I'll just
reconvene
pass the
on
word on.
Friday?
I'll pass the
Maybe
word.
it's almost 9.
Thanks.
And we're talking about money and the budget. So can we
Yeah.
reconvene on Friday? And even if it's for
Okay.
20 minutes.
No problem. Thanks, David. All right, thanks. Yep, bye.
I didn't hear you. Sorry, Fabiola. Say again.
She said, "Is there any way we could do like a meeting, like on another day because it's almost 9 o'clock? That way, if you guys have to leave and get out, we're not holding you up.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, we can. You guys know there can be special meetings at any time. But what are we? All right. So where are we at right now with this discussion, with the sort of the budget? I guess the big picture. Trying to fund these 2 events out of our budget. Are people comfortable with that idea of?
But what happened last time? Did you ask them, the budget people, like, could we shift, you know how like there's missing days that people didn't attend? Could we shift some of that money that was earmarked for the,
Like member reimbursement?
Yeah, could we shift
I
that
think
since it's not going to be used because the date's already passed?
Yeah. I know, for example, like we mentioned Ryan Lee, he wasn't here for July. I got approval to move his budget.
Yeah.
So
And then-
if we find other dates.
We have a
that are
member
missing-
who's no longer.
Yeah, but she's still entitled to the last couple months she's been. So if
Yeah,
she wants to
the
apply
last
for
one.
September.
But today she's missing, right?
Yeah, and Yeah.
So today,
But
so
if
then we
council,
could
a
shift
new one
those.
comes in, then we have like an issue.
Yeah,
with
yeah, I know.
emergency.
But
Yeah.
right now we're like 2 dates,
Mhm.
and that's a good amount of
Right.
money. So we could shift that
Yeah.
a few $100 over to the budget
Mhm.
for the breakfast. Yeah.
Right. So I guess the question is, do we want to try to find money to move to the events budget instead of making any decisions to cut back on what we have?
Yeah.
Right? Because what we're talking about tonight is like either cutting back on the budget or going ahead with it and trying to move money, get more money for next spring's event. And I'd like to take that approach. What do people think?
What was the approach again?
Because
Sorry.
this will also get us out of here, if we can. So there's sort of two choices, and everyone can hear me, right? Because I want to get out of here. There's either we try and cut back a little bit on the budget for this parent leader event, or we go ahead with the budget we have now for the event, and then to get more money for the legislative breakfast in the spring, we find money in the member reimbursements. Members can give up money. I certainly can give up money from my reimbursement. If I gave up $1,000, for example, we'd have $2,000 for the spring breakfast. So I'd like to go ahead with that rather than scaling back some stuff right on this budget.
Because it's too late to.
Is that good,
scale
Kevin
back
Mayfong,
now,
with you?
I think.
Online, Tamara, Fabiola, Sabrina. Does
I
that
agree
sound
with
good?
you, Steve.
Hey, Maya.
I agree with you.
Okay, great.
with that.
Okay. Great. All right. Let's, I think we should proceed that way. And let me just look at the comments here. What if people a lot of these comments are about reimbursements, and honestly, that's something we should deal with separately. People can deal with Face and with Kevin on the reimbursement questions, and I'm happy to help facilitate those as well. Anything else about this right now? Fabiola, I see your hand is up.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna lower my hand. Yeah, it
No
was
worries.
about reconvene and just, think about what's possible. I'm pretty sure we can, find some money to buy what we need.
I agree with you. I think we can. Like we've pointed out before, a lot of the reimbursement money often doesn't get claimed, and I think we can use that to good advantage. All right, let's do the minutes from last month's business meeting. Everyone review the minutes. If there's anything you want to change, speak up. Any changes? Okay, hearing none, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to adjourn the business meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
A second. Maya, thank you. Elizabeth, thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
No.
The business meeting is adjourned. Everyone, please join us on
13th.
November 13th.
69.
What school?
PS 69.
PS 69.
Yes,
Good night, everyone. Interpreters, thank you for your service. You're dismissed. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
9. David called and said Principal Hong thought it was 9.